Healthcare for all? That might seem too good to be true to people in the US, but in many places of the world, it is the norm. People have been struggling for years worrying about how they can get coverage for healthcare. I believe that the United States should adopt something called the Universal Health Care. This would provide every citizen that lives in the US with free healthcare. Many countries have adopted free healthcare for all. Why not? Why should the US be any different? France has always had universal healthcare for its citizens. Back in 2011, the World Health Organization declared France to have one of the best healthcare plans in the world. According to the French healthcare system, France's health spending accounts for 10.9% of its GDP. Looking at the chart, you can see that France's health spending is pretty much equal to other European countries that also have universal health care. There are many advantages of universal health care for all today. I will talk about the benefits of it. By getting universal health care for all, the government can step in and help get everyone healthy. Universal health care actually lowers healthcare costs for individuals by having healthier citizens, less doctors, and hospital visits. According to the balance, the government actually controls the price of medical services and medications through negotiation and regulation, which lowers drug prices. Looking at the chart, you can see how much more the US pays per capita in health expenditures compared to the other countries that have universal health care. I will explain about how we can bring the universal health care to the US and how we can implement it. Here's a picture of Bernie Sanders. This is how I think he can help. Senator Bernie Sanders introduced the universal health care bill to legislation that was backed by 15 Democrats. Of that 15 that backed him, many of them are running for president in 2020. In order to get universal health care in the US, we would need a president that shares the same ideas as many of our legislators. Other facts of universal health care are healthier citizens of that country. According to procon.org, and then according to a study from Harvard researchers, lack of health insurance associated with as many as 44,789 deaths per year, which translates to 40% increase of death among uninsured. According to KevinMD.com, according to a doctor by the name of Howard K. Coy, 1 in 6 Americans who had employer-sponsored insurance coverage in 2005, by 2008, as a result of many children and adults went without immunization, basic dental services, and prescription medicines simply because they dropped them from their insurance. According to KevinMD.com and Dr. Coy, we can't eliminate all diseases, but we can reduce chronic disease by ensuring Americans have the care that they need to prevent and treat these diseases so that if they do get sick or need care, they have the best chance of getting better. Throughout this speech, we talked about many countries that have universal health care, the advantages of having universal health care, how we can bring universal health care to the US, and other facts about how citizens are healthier of other countries when it comes to universal health care. I believe we as US citizens should all have universal health care coverage.